Identifying the 5 greatest announcer calls is a highly subjective effort. Who can they be? We began to spark some entertaining debate as we researched the tournament's long and varied history. Even though most of this is in the eye of the beholder, we ended up with a nice mix of uplifting the odd. What could we be missing? How could it be felt? How are these moments of happiness and distinct achievements? First, in your life. Of course, this deserves to top the 5 of the finest television broadcast calls in the golf history list. We begin our countdown with arguably the most famous call in golf broadcast history: in your life. Tiger Woods found himself in a difficult situation here, with little to no chance of even getting near the pin on the 16th hole during the final round of the 2015 Masters. However, the interesting thing about sports is that you can always expect the unexpected, and that's when the finest broadcasters shine. Everyone remembers Tiger's in your life. That day, but frequently overlooked, is the fact that Woods bogeyed the final 2 holes, forcing a playoff with Chris DeMarco. Woods, on the other hand, was not going to allow a 4th green jacket slide through his fingers, and his late misstep just led to another clutch highlight. Following 2 flawless strokes to begin the first extra hole, he sank a 15-footer for birdie, number 18, to clinch major number 9. Verne Lundquist, the legendary CBS Sports announcer, was on the call when Woods struck this unbelievable shot and delivered the words that described it as exactly as possible. Wow, have you ever seen something like it in your life? No, it does not, but now we have, and it will go down in golf history for all time. Next up, yes sir. Personally, this is second to none. Ben Wright's yes sir was a legendary call in golf during the 1986 Masters to describe Jack Nicklaus's eagle putt on 15 as he charged up the leaderboard on that wonderful Sunday. It was crunch time, and the golfer and his caddy, father and son, were at odds. At 46, Jack Nicklaus was tied for the lead in the final round of the Masters and aiming for a record 6th green jacket. It's difficult to comprehend on TV how difficult that putt was. Jackie Nicklaus told Golf Digest's Guy Yoakum in a series of interviews marking the 20th and 25th anniversaries of golf's pinnacle moment. The hole was on a crest, so the ball might break in any direction. I looked around and informed Dad that the ball would break to the right. He had the last say. Ray's Creek will pull it back to the left or straighten it out, says Jack. Verne Lundquist of CBS, speaking to Yoakum in 2017, continues up from there. I said nothing during the 14 seconds it took Jack to hit the putt and the ball to slide into the hole. Perhaps, I said. When the ball sank, he said, yes sir. I'd never used that phrase before. Peter Costas pointed out to me a few years back that Ben Wright had used the identical statement earlier in the show after Nicklaus's eagle at 15. I'm sure the remark was simmering in my brain and just popped out. My sole conscious thought was to make my reply simple. Yes sir is as straightforward as it gets. Nicklaus then parred the 18th to finish with a back 930 for a final round 65, 1 shot ahead of Greg Norman and Tom Kite. For years after that, Dad and I planted trees in the dirt beside the hole, attempting to make that putt again, Jackie recounts. Not once have we succeeded. Next, better than most. Tiger Woods' better than most putt is one of golf's most famous putts and one of the most memorable putt calls by a broadcaster. We call it the better than most putt because NBC sports announcer and former PGA Tour player Gary Koch used the phrase 3 times to describe the putt as the ball approached the hole, his voice raising each time with dramatic effect. The putt occurred at the 2001 Players Championship on TPC Sawgrass's iconic Island Green number 17 hole. Before the putt, Woods was tied for second place with Vijay Singh, 3 strokes behind the leader Jerry Kelly. Many fans feel the putt occurred in the last round and helped Woods win, but it didn't work. The putt occurred in the 3rd round. As a result, we can't label the better than most putt one of the greatest in golf history, but rather just one of the most renowned. The putt is commonly characterized as being 60 feet long. However, the PGA Tour record book has long classified Bernhard Langer's 2008 putt on the 17th hole as 59 feet 9 inches. Woods' better than most putt began on the fringe because it was off the putting surface. It does not officially qualify as a putt under the Tour's official rules. NBC commentator Gary Koch's call at the 2001 Players Championship when Tiger Woods sank this virtually impossible double-breaking putt on TPC Sawgrass's iconic par 3 17th Island Green ranks among the best. As the putt tracked, you could sense the excitement as Koch said, better than most, until Johnny Miller chimed in with a, how about in? It was ideal viewing. The aforementioned call by Koch is high on the list, but it lacks shine because it did not occur at a big tournament. Here, beggars can't be choosers. Koch and Johnny Miller collaborate on this call, which develops and grows as the ball rolls. They respond flawlessly in harmony with the crowd. Next up, as grand as it gets. Who could it be? Jim Nantz is back, and he summed up one of Tiger Woods' finest feats when he rolled in a 20-footer at the 2001 Masters to become the first man ever after Bobby Jones to hold all 4 major titles at the same time. The only difference is that he didn't achieve it in the same year. Therefore, it became known as the Tiger Slam. Nonetheless, Nantz delivers with his famed as grand as it gets call. By the time he attained the 2001 Masters, Woods had already established himself as the finest golfer of his age. It was obvious who was at the top of the golf world, but winning the Masters guaranteed him the Tiger Slam. His final putt was from 20 feet, and he hammered it, fist-pumping as Jim Nantz ends the moment with "as magnificent as it gets," referring to Woods completing the Grand Slam. In retrospect, it appears that Woods was about to win a fourth consecutive major championship. However, he was forced to defend himself. He had to contend with his playing companion Phil Mickelson, as well as a challenging world number 2 David Duval, who was in a tie with Tiger until a bogey on the 18th hole. Woods rolled in one more birdie to seal his historical performance with a flourish, needing just a par on 18 to win. There you have it. As Woods' putt landed, CBS's Jim Nantz exclaimed, "This is as grand as it gets. I think it's the best achievement I've ever seen in all of sports," Venturi said. Woods had won 4 straight majors, an incredible feat that cannot be overstated. 4 big titles in a row. 4! That's one fewer major championship than Mickelson has won in his whole career. Remarkable. Tiger became the first ever and only golfer to win all 4 major tournaments at the same time. However, it was not the calendar Grand Slam, and we don't expect to see anybody accomplish it again very soon. Finally, a win for the ages. There may never be a more significant moment in golf history than when Tiger Woods won his first major victory when he was 21 years old. As Nantz put it was a victory for the ages, as Nantz put it, and it was obvious, pure, and uncomplicated. Tiger Woods will never be replaced, and this will be seen as the beginning of a new era. Jim Nantz thought Augusta National required no embellishment after lapping the field and turning it into his own playground in 1997. He just stated that Tiger's performance was for ages. Following the victory, the triumph was revolutionary, especially for golf, but not in every way expected. Golf course designers attempted to Tiger-proof their courses by making them longer and more challenging. Woods' long-anticipated crossover appeal arrived quickly. Woods delivered his first post-Masters interview to Oprah Winfrey 10 days later, demonstrating his cultural transcendence. Saturday Night Live mocked him. Puff Daddy, the rap entrepreneur, phoned Hype Williams, an award-winning music and film director and producer inspired by Woods' pioneering success. Their chat about what happened at Augusta National inspired the hip-hop video Mo Money, Mo Problems, which featured rapper Mace. It was published 3 months after Woods' Masters victory. Conclusively, so there you have it, folks. The 5 greatest announcer calls in golf history. They had just capped off the greatest day in golf history in stunning words and voices. We hope you enjoyed this post. Subscribe to get updates on more videos like this. So, what are your thoughts on these selections? Let's hear out, fellas. Also, please let us know in the comments section below. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we will see you in the next one. Thank you.